Hi, I'm Loren Locke. I'm an immigration attorney in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm discussing whether it's worth it to pony up for premium processing to hurry the adjudication of your petition to USCIS. This is a common question I get, and it really does call for an individualized analysis, so check with your immigration attorney. But the basics, premium processing is expensive and it's actually slow. More expensive and slower than it has historically been. So whatever value it used to have, that value is dropping. For most case types in I-129 and I-140, so the non-immigrant workers petitions and their immigrant petitions, the processing time is 15 work days for a cost of an extra $2,805 on top of what all the required fees were. Work days mean days that the government is open, so take away Saturdays and Sundays and federal holidays. It does not guarantee that you'll get your decision within that time period. It guarantees that USCIS will respond to you. The response could be a request for evidence. If there is a request for evidence, then the clock stops. You get your couple of months to answer, and when your answer is received, the clock starts again with a new period of 15 work days. So keep that in mind if you are doing premium processing because you need a decision by a certain date because of your work or travel plans. You might need a lot longer than you think that you need. Now, here's the question I get a lot, and this is not answerable with publicly available data. Does using premium processing increase the scrutiny on your case? Does it increase the chance you're going to get an RFE? And does it increase the chance that your case is going to get denied? The government does not give us the records to show us one way or another. My gut tells me that it does increase the risk for RFEs. A lot of immigration attorneys say, oh, this is just USCIS buying time at the end. Instead of failing their obligation to give you an answer, they issue an RFE on the last possible day. A lot of us have experienced this. And so a lot of people speculate that it's a way to buy time, that maybe that RFE could have been avoided entirely if it had been filed with regular processing. So I would say it depends why you need it to be fast. What difference does it make to your case and to your life to have a decision faster versus regular processing? That really comes down to your own individual circumstances. So that's something that you really need to think through with your attorney. In general, if the money makes no difference to you at all, you're happy to drop an extra $3,000 on the process, which can be paid either by the employee or the employer. Then the question is that potentially increased risk of an RFE, which will also drive up the cost even further? Is that something you can live with because you want that answer faster? One example where I do typically encourage premium processing is if that'll be the difference between getting an I-140 approved in time to get somebody a 3-year H-1B extension when they are going to otherwise only be eligible for a 1-year H-1B extension after they've used up their initial 6 years of H-1B. That's a very individual analysis, but that's a scenario that is pretty common for employers who start H-1B sponsorship, the 3rd or 4th year of an H-1B worker's history of using the H-1B. So that timeline is fairly common, that it would be really down to the wire with them having that I-140 already filed and approved before they get that H-1B extension. So if it doesn't matter to you and it's more about curiosity and impatience, a lot of times it makes sense not to do premium processing. If you regret it and you're waiting a really long time, it is an option to interfile a premium processing request. If you do that, USCIS will start the clock as of the day they receive the I-907, and then you will have the end in sight. Good luck. Thanks.